Now, I decided to be a grown up, and Battlefield 2042 is free right now. It's free right now for those of you who have Xbox Game Pass. I believe it's free on PS Plus as well, and on Steam, matter of fact. I think it's just pretty much free throughout the month. And so I decided to go ahead and download it on my Xbox. Now, to be fair, I really only downloaded this game to try to do a campaign walkthrough. That's why I did it. Now, I have not done one of these videos in a very long time, and that's like a rant-ish video. It's not really a rant, but it's just basically a review. I review. It's just a review. I played 3 games. Fortunately you're gonna only see one game, or the last game that I played, because well, Battlefield tends to have very long games, and you hit the record button and you realize that you're still in the game and you're about 25 minutes into recording and it's still that same game. So yeah, but I'm here to do a review for Battlefield 2042. Like I said, I originally loaded this up just to try to do a campaign, but they don't have that, so I was forced to go online and play their game. Now, we're gonna state in this video the pros and the cons of my Battlefield 2042 experience. Now, the pros of this game is that the pros of this game is you have 4 players on your squad. You can spawn on your players squad, like you can spawn on people when they're not in combat. Of course, you can just spawn on them, so it kind of saves you travel time throughout the map. And you can change the equipment on your gun mid game, mid match. Like, not like Call of Duty when you have to pause and wait till you die. Like, you can legit like change your sight and everything on your gun like mid fight if you want to, and you can move on. And yeah, those are the pros. Now the cons. The cons of Battlefield 2042. We will start with the fact that the games are just they're entirely too long. They're entirely too long. It's a big map. They tend to have bigger map, more people on the maps, of course, but the games are entirely too long. I was trying to just record a simple gameplay to put on YouTube, and this video right here is with 17 minutes without me editing and cutting anything. So that's a bit too long to have just one game. And I'm sorry, but something is either wrong with my PC or my equipment, because it's very laggy for me when I'm watching this. I don't know if it's laggy for you, but it's very laggy for me while I'm watching. Doing this voiceover. But yeah, the games are just entirely too long for my liking, and we all know Battlefield is an acquired taste. You have to like it, or you have to really, really despise Call of Duty in order to like Battlefield. Now, Call of Duty sucks. It's no good game. It's not a good game. But, playing Battlefield 2042 has made me appreciate that I am a COD boy. That if I had to play an army game that's a first-person shooter, I would pick Call of Duty before I pick Battlefield. Now, another con in the game is the fact that the teammates that you have in this game. Now, I get Call of Duty has skill-based matchmaking, so they kind of put garbage people on your team. But I'm a firm believer that the Randys and the teammates from Call of Duty would smoke these Battlefield teammates. Smoke them. Now, the game mode that you're seeing here is Rush. For those of you who don't know about Rush or have never played Battlefield, Rush is essentially a mode where it's a site B and a site A. And depending on your positioning, either you're a defense team or you're the attacking team. And of course, the goal is to either set bombs at site A and B, or defend the bombs at site A and B. And if the attacker achieves the goal of setting the bomb, then the defending side has to retreat to a new site location while they are attacking that thing. Essentially like the war game mode from World War II. I believe that was the Call of Duty, right? I think it's essentially that game mode. But in this game here, we never defended anything. We literally got smoked from one side of the map all the way to the other side of the map, and the game was over. But this game will not get played past these 3 games that I played. I tried it. I gave it 3 games. 3 games should be enough. but I don't really want to waste any more time in playing this game or waste another content video on making this game. Now, like I said, we already went over the pros. We're going through the cons here, and another con about this game is that the map knowledge is almost impossible to have. People, Call of Duty players don't really know how good they have it until you come and play Battlefield. There are a lot of complaints in Call of Duty is, I get shot in the back a lot, and people are always camping, and I always gotta check my corners and do all of this now, and that's true, you do. But in this game here, camping is a whole new level of camping. In this game here, you will get shot from somebody and you won't even have an idea, a clue where you got shot from, until you of course look and they show you, instead of a kill cam, they show you the player that shot you. So he'll just light up on a map when you die, and you'll see that he was 400 meters away from you. But another con in this game is the fact that you have the ability or the option to wait 30 seconds after every death to try to get revived. Now, I feel like they implemented that rule because once you die and you have to respawn, the travel time that it takes you to just even get back into a gunfight is long, and that's their way of trying to speed it up. You get revived, you have medics on your team, but I mean, come on, man. Nobody has time to be trying to come heal you, and we supposed to be defending an objective or something like that. So I get the concept, but they did not do no good. Now, one of the things that Battlefield did have over Call of Duty was the graphics. Battlefield used to look phenomenal, sharp. This one don't look that good, do it? Maybe it's just my eyes. I do wear glasses, so I have 4 eyes. And I tell people all the time, not all of my eyes work, but it don't look that good. I think Call of Duty beats this game in graphics. The movement just feels a little, essentially, I think what I'm trying to say is that I don't know what game EA is good at making. But whatever game they are good at making, and that the gaming community collectively as a whole can say that's a good EA game, I think they should focus on that, because the games that I've played that EA has made, Battlefield is on that list of games where I would highly recommend that you don't play it. There's a reason why every time I see a Battlefield gameplay from one of the people that I'm subscribed to, one of the content creators that I'm subscribed to on YouTube, when I see them play this game, they always have that very, very important part in the beginning of their video. This video is sponsored by EA. You want to know why? Because you have to pay somebody to play your game and try to get it out there. Because I'll tell you right now, I'm very grateful that this game came out for Game Pass for free, because if I spend $70 on this game in particular, the anger that this game gives, this is too much. I don't recommend this game to anybody. Listen, if there's a first-person shooter game that you would prefer to play and that you're thinking about playing, make sure it's not Battlefield. Call of Duty gets, as bad as they are, and as bad as I shouldn't say how Call of Duty can be so much better than what it is, but it's hard to be better when your worst is better than somebody else's best. You get what I'm trying to say? Battlefield 2042 was supposed to be the comeback king. This game was supposed to knock Call of Duty off, was supposed to make Call of Duty regret making Warzone 1 as bad as it did. Instead, it got Call of Duty like historic sales because your game is incompetent. Your game does not match up with Call of Duty. It doesn't match up, and it's okay. You tried. You have a new season out, season 3. But yeah, your game, I did not have fun during my three games of this game. And it's a whole lot going on too. That's another thing. It's a whole lot that goes on during a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, bullets are everywhere. You got tanks going everywhere. You got people with RPGs going everywhere. You got people spawning on you. You got people in front of you. You got so many teammates in the vicinity mixed with enemies. You don't really know who's who until you start getting shot at or somebody else gets shot at. And I mean, this game, just everything that we complain about with Call of Duty, I'm telling y'all, get it while it's free. If you're on Xbox watching this video, go ahead and download it. Give it a try. PC players, same with you. PS5 players, Same with you. Give it a try. See if I am tripping and then holler back at me. See if I'm tripping and holler back at me. You play 3 games of this and I promise you, you'll get on Call of Duty and look at it with a different eye. You'll get on Call of Duty and look at it with a different eye. This game right here was just, I'm glad I got it out the way while it was still daytime outside, because it would have been very upsetting if I'd waited and downloaded this game and it took like all day and then I came home to play it one day with excitement and I got what I got. Now, I know that may not be fair. Heck, I may even give it another try. But as of right now, at the recording of this voiceover, I'm telling you right now, this game is about to get uninstalled. When it goes back to being paid to play, oh, you could forget about it. I won't be doing any of that. Now, if your game is not graphically better, is not playing better, don't have the maps better, timing is not better, pacing is not better, that makes your game not bad. This Battlefield 2022 42 is worse than Battlefield 1. Or which one was that? Which one was that when we was the horses? When we was riding on horses? Was that Battlefield 1? Battlefield 5? Battlefield 5, 1, 6? What? I don't know what they did, but whichever one that was when you got to ride on the horses, that one was a little bit better than this one. Battlefield has, they got, I don't know, like I said before, man, I don't know what EA is good at, because my experience with EA has not been good. I don't know what they're good at and what game that they make that, you know, like I said, the gaming community collectively enjoys. But it may be time to change ownership in that company. It may be time for somebody to make that big purchase with EA and get whoever is running that thing right now, send them off into retirement and take over, because EA went from the cream of the crop to, you know, I don't even know what the reverse is of the cream of the crop, but whatever that terminology is, that's what EA is right now. Now, like I said, it could just be me. I could just be the one tripping, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I have to prolong this and talk this long to you, but the game just wouldn't end. The game wouldn't end. You know, the game wouldn't end, and I don't want to. I want to show you the full gameplay of what I've done. You know, I want you to see that I spent 17 minutes in a game and was only able to acquire 13 kills. 17 minutes in a game, 13 kills. So imagine that. And I felt like I was in the action. It wasn't like I was camping. I was in the action. I was trying to move across the map. I was trying to get busy, okay? But it's impossible to do that when your map is just like the size of a city and like people are everywhere. You know, it's impossible to do that. But maybe it's the mode. Maybe I need to go to play some team deathmatch. But the team deathmatch map that I played was like this skyline like map. Like it was a map with like no ground. Like you had to zip line up to these like cranes and was like crane fighting on a team deathmatch map. It was crazy. That's why I didn't, that was the first part of this video. That's why I didn't even like upload, like give that, but hey man. Yeah, Battlefield 2042.